Another thing I love about the UK is you guys have trains. In America, there's like one train from like Boston to trains are communist. You can ride a train, you can make a friend. Next week, revolution. So no trains in America. It's just people in solo cars with AR-15s. That's it. And but here you got trains, and I didn't know how to use them. And I remember the first time we were going to go on a school vacation after we'd lived here not that long. We were going to go to Cornwall. Anybody go to Cornwall? Huh? Yeah. It's fucking. No, it's the nicest place I've ever been. Anyway, we want to go to Cornwall, so I'm in charge of arranging travel. So I didn't know how to get. So I go on the website and I see a picture of a train, and I'm like, train, okay, let's go. And so then we get to the station at like 4 p.m. on a Friday before a big school vacation, and it's just fucking packed with people. And my wife's like, okay, so you got us like specific seats, right? And I'm like, huh, I didn't know you could. And she's like, fuck you. And so. Like the doors to the train open and steam comes out. There's already so many people in it. Like it's like a meat puzzle. We're like stuffing our children in, and people are like, ugh, looking at me. I'm like, I'm sorry. And then the train took off to Cornwall, and traveling for a little while. Not that long though. And then the train just stopped in Slough, which isn't in Cornwall. And in fact, it didn't even stop at the Slough station. It just stopped at a fucking field in the middle of nowhere. And we're like, what is going on? And after a little while, the conductor got on and he goes, I'm very sorry to say, we have struck a person who wandered onto the tracks and there's been a fatality. And so everybody's like super upset. I mean, we're in a thing that killed a person, so it's like a giant bummer. And but then like 90 seconds passed and my kids went feral. One of them ripped a wig off an old lady. So I start to hate the dead guy. I'm like, I hope the train fucking ran you over and then backed up and ran you over again, you fucking asshole. I live in Slough now with my shitty family because you were sad and had to jump in front of a train, you fucking loser. No, look, hey, mental health is a very serious thing, and that isn't funny, okay? But what is funny is, I'm kidding, he was pushed. It was a murder, so it's okay to laugh. It's okay. It was just some friends goofing around. Whatever. So we got to Cornwall, all right, and it was wonderful. We were having a great time staying on a farm, and one night we wanted to go on a date, my wife and I. So we took the kids and we stuffed them in a pig kennel, and we called a taxi, and the taxi's taking us out to dinner somewhere. And we're talking to the driver, and he goes, "Hey, where do you guys live?" And we were like, "Oh, London." And he goes, "Oh, London. Yeah, not really England, but." And I was like, what does that mean? And he goes, oh, I'm a bigot. I'm paraphrasing, but he basically did like a full minstrel show with fucking props. He did every level of melanin. It was fucking disgusting. And so I'm like, ugh, I hated him. I hate bigots. I really fucking do. I mean, but I gotta say, it's easy enough for me to like point at you, sir, and be like, bigot, you know what I mean? Look at you. But for me to stand up here and admit that I have prejudice in my heart is kind of heroic. So look, let me tell you, look, I don't want to have prejudice, but I do. I'm a person, and I want to get rid. Let me tell you a story about a prejudice that I have that is absolutely fucking wrong and that I deeply feel in my bones. I was walking in my neighborhood not too long ago, and I saw a guy washing his car, okay? It's a teal Volkswagen Beetle, and he's washing the car, and he's got short denim shorts on. It is not hot out. He does not have a shirt on, and he's got really nice abdominal muscles, and he's washing the car and kind of dancing. He's got Madonna on the car stereo. Not like a big hit, not like a Prayer, but like deep disco Madonna. So he's dancing, singing, washing his car, looking great. So I see this guy, and I think to myself, I've got you figured out, sir. But then a woman came out of the house that he was in front of and said, hey, sweetheart, and kissed him in the French manner, tongues akimbo. And I was like, whoa, that does not fit with the story I was telling myself about you. And it made me realize I would fight in a war for the right of gay guys to fuck each other in front of my family. But then I would redeploy to another front to fight against straight guys' rights to fucking prance around listening to that shit dressed that way? The fuck is that? But I'm wrong. What the fuck do just because I dress like a gas station attendant, why can't he have a little flair and be happy? Why the fuck do I care? But I feel like when a straight guy turns 30, I think he should be issued a beige jumpsuit from the government so it doesn't try to fucking infect me with his straight attempts at style. I don't want to see that shit. But I do. I have to jettison that belief. I do, because, I don't want my grandkids to be like, well, we don't really talk about Grandpa Rob because he was an ardent campaigner against straight fashion and music appreciation rights. So, look, I know there are some prejudices that make sense. Like, if you know really wealthy Russian people in London, that's because they killed people in Russia and took their money and came here, but that's whatever. It's funny, when you tell that joke outside of London, people are like, I can't believe he's saying that. It's terrible. How dare he? And then in London, people are like, and then rich Russian people in London are like, oh, you got me. So it was nice of you to get upset on their behalf, but it's okay. They have it covered.